Millionaire Podcast. I got a question for you. Can you guess what episode this is? Well, if you read the title, you already know. If you've been following us, you already know. This right here is episode 200. Yes, 200 episodes. Brought to you by yours truly, Darnell Sparrow, your best Superman, and the real Varnell Hill, Antoine Smooth. What's going on?
Man, what's going on, man?
200 episodes. Can you believe that?
Yeah, man. It's ever since we started right around the pandemic, around that time.
Yep.
When I started coming in, I know it was you and I forgot, it was
Wesley McRoberts,
the original host, Wesley McRoberts, and then I came in. I think that was during the pandemic, and man, we just been rolling ever since then.
Sorry about that. Mike cut off, but yeah, came in. The substitute for him. You know, he had some personal business he had to take care of. I said, "You want to stay on and do it?" You was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
And we've been rolling ever since.
Right.
We didn't talk about
during the pandemic years, during the pandemic, and then y'all will listen to us then. So we appreciate that during that time.
Yep. And then in the next 2 weeks, we got the anniversary show. That's right around the corner.
Ain't that far off. Yeah.
We're just a couple weeks away from that. But episodes like this, the number, I mean, it's a milestone for some because, some people do these podcasts, they get to a certain number, they just stop. They just get bored.
Mm-hmm.
It's even when they get paid to do it.
Right.
See, we don't get paid to do this. This is our fun. This is our hobby. We know who listen to us. We know who rock with us.
Right.
So we just gonna keep the party going.
Right. And so we got topics on top of topics. I mean, we hear, stories every day. Even if it's wrestling or whatever. We got material.
And speaking of stories, last week we talked about the church's chicken shooting.
Yes.
And we said if we had an update, we was gonna come back to it. She turned herself in.
She did. She turned herself in Monday.
Turned herself in. Arguing over the cost of the order.
And now, according to, I think, an employee there, they said, I think it kind of escalated more to just the chicken oil.
They knew each other.
They knew each other, so yeah, it was part of that, but yet that was something more to it. I mean, to the point where you go back home and grab a gun and go back to the place and do it. That's some deep roots.
That's called
right there.
That's called I can't fight.
Right.
Yeah, that's suffering some I can't fight. So I'm gonna go ahead. She lucky she turned herself in. I'm like, you was just a walking example of 201 Poplar.
Oh yes.
And if y'all don't know what that is the place you don't want to go in Memphis, Tennessee when you mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could be a little bit more clear because this your backyard.
Right. 201 Poplar, that's basically the jail. Yeah. And you don't want to be there.
No. See,
it's this big brown building you see downtown. You see the little bars, is this windows, and you can see, like, if you're outside, you can see the little windows and the bars right there. That's 201 Poplar.
It's in downtown like it ain't nothing. You just walk by like it ain't nothing. Bell bombing across the street.
The bell bombing right across the street, right.
Go not too far. Bell Street, not that by about half a mile, if that.
Not half a mile, right.
See, Memphis have 201 Poplar. In my neck of the woods, New Orleans, we have 2 Lane and Broad.
Mm-hmm. Now, ain't that Jefferson Parish?
No, that's Orleans Parish. Orleans Parish.
Mm-hmm. Orleans
And here
Parish,
I
right?
go
Yeah.
of Tulane and Broad. If somebody tell
Tulane
you, if
Broad.
somebody tell you they going there, they ain't good.
Yeah.
If they don't put, if
Yeah, I
they
heard.
now if they say I'm going to somebody's house off Tulane, Broad, that's one thing. But if they just say I'm going to Tulane and Broad,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. If you go to YouTube, they got a documentary of Tulane and Broad when they had that when Katrina happened,
Mm-hmm.
and people went through the inside and kind of gave you a little gist. Hell, I even had a little visit to Tulane and Broad. I know what's in there. I had to spend a night in there, Christmas Eve 2000.
Oh, you was in Tulane and
Yes.
Broad?
Oh, over a misunderstanding. Oh, let me rephrase that because I don't want to get in too deep in it.
Right. Just a misunderstanding.
I went down not because I did something wrong. It's because of the car. It was my car. They found something. I didn't own it, and the individual didn't want to own it, so I had to go down.
Right.
Yeah, but I've been inside of there. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I know what it is, and I
They,
don't want to be there no more.
yeah, I heard
That
about the
one night.
Louisiana jail. They do not play there. Yeah.
Yeah,
They do not play.
that's my one night and my last night.
Man.
And just think about this. This was during the holiday weekend. I got out on Christmas Eve, so just think about that. What if that would have happened on Christmas Eve? You know, ain't no course open on Christmas Day.
No, of course not.
I probably would have been there a minute.
Right.
But like I said,
Yeah.
like I said, it went experienced it. I don't experience it no more. It ain't on my record, which is good. Like I said, it was over
That's
20
good.
years ago, but you know how I got there. It's just not. It just wasn't cool whatsoever. But we ain't talking. This ain't prison stories. We ain't talking about prison stories. We talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, before I even get into that, because we're gonna talk about TNA Wrestling Slammiversary coming up this weekend. But I want to give 3 shout outs.
Okay.
I got to give 3 shout outs to one, the Drama King, Matt Rimwald. If I'm saying that right, better known to most as Aiden English. And if y'all don't know, he's one of the announcers for TNA Wrestling. The man who always sung Rusev Day. Now that should tell you. That now you should know who I'm talking about. One of the ball billets.
Right.
Want to give a shout out to Red Velvet from AEW, Ring of Honor. And I want to give a shout out to James Ellsworth, the man who beat AJ Styles not once, not twice, but 3 times. And for those of y'all who are ever wondering, yes, he really did do that.
Yes, he did.
He never pinned him, but he beat him. And the reason why I brought those names up because they did cameos for my oldest son, whose birthday is on July 20th. I sent some cameos, and as soon as I sent them, boom, they got them right back. They sent them right back. If you want to see them, you can go on my personal page, or you can go on my Instagram page. They are released. And
Check that out.
Seem like Red Velvet getting all the views. I know she a pretty girl. She getting all the views. Yeah. And she's also a July baby, also a Cancer. She didn't say what day her birthday fell on, but she's a Cancer baby along with myself. I say my daughter, and now my oldest son.
So all y'all got it.
We all got it.
All right.
So I appreciate that, for doing it so quickly. Wasn't Joe Hendry, but Joe Hendry kind of disappointed me a little bit because he had one set price was pretty reasonable, but when that NXT thing happened, went up a little.
Oh yes.
I mean, it's not through the roof expensive, but from what it is, from what it was to what it is, I understood though. I ain't mad at him. So I'm gonna give y'all a word of advice. If you looking to do something real cool, send somebody a cameo.
Yeah.
That is like the coolest thing ever. You go on there, you find somebody you want, You pay for it. You tell them what you want. Tell them what you want them to say. It'd be like a minute, 2 minutes at that. And they got a certain amount of time to do it. And then they don't get paid until it's released. I mean, like some of these folks are like rent money expensive, and some of them are not. But stuff like that, that's pretty cool to have. I've been doing that for my son. This is his. I know he got Carmelo Hayes first when he was North American champion. When he actually was busy, can't get him now. Then he got JTG. And this year he got 3. He got those 3 I mentioned. So, and trust me, they ain't paid me to say this, but that's a cool little gift.
Concept, right? Yeah.
Especially for young people.
Right. I think it's more towards the kids than anything.
I mean, because they have like big time episodes on there. So I mean, they're like, I'll get it and get it sent to myself, and I'll just send it to my son. Like, he got a text message. So when he cut it home, boom. Video right there.
Yeah.
But
speaking of Joe Hendry, I'm glad you brought him up.
Okay.
They did a little Q&A thing at the Slammiversary press conference.
Okay.
And this kid asked him, what is his dream match, right? And so Joe Hendry said that, well, if I win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, he said, I want to call out John Cena.
Interesting.
Yeah, and looking at Joe Hendry now, when they did a backstage segment on him with Gallus, I think, and according to Joe Hendry, he said, hey, I'm here to stay.
Yeah, but
that's what he said.
But his contract is not up anytime soon in TNA.
Right.
But at this point, does it really matter?
Doesn't really matter. That's what I'm saying, because he said he's here to stay. So that means that he's going to be booked on the regular at NXT. Now, think about this here. I'm glad Joe Hendry said John Cena. Imagine John Cena going to TNA to do that.
That's what you want to talk about, wishful thinking.
I know it's wishful thinking. I get it.
Hey,
I get it.
If he pulled up in TNA,
they got a working relationship with WWE. So yeah.
And because if you notice what the fans are chanting now, right? NXTNA. NXTNA.
TNA. Yeah.
Because we've talked about this before. So it seemed like that test drive they doing is working.
It's paying dividends big time, because just think about that though. If Cena were to go there, this would be his first time thing outside of the company, literally.
Right.
Going to another company for the first time ever, and he on his retirement tour. So why not do that? But you said wishful thinking. I get it. Now if Joe Hendry was to go to WWE and challenge him, then that'll be cool too.
Oh, it would
make more sense.
I could see it happening, because I believe that Cena has. I'm not gonna say a list of people he want to face, but I think Triple H got a list for him of these the guys. You gonna be some fresh guys, and you gonna close the book on a lot of talent that you faced.
Right.
Cause CM Punk, they gotta run it back. Him and Orton gotta run it back.
I believe so. I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, cause Taker's gone. Triple H is retired. There's all his rivals. Edge gone.
Yeah.
Big Show gone.
And we don't need to have storylines for that. Just put them in a match. Forget the story. I mean, we don't need no storyline.
The fact that we know he's retiring, that right itself.
Yeah.
That definitely writes itself. But let's get into Slammiversary. is this Saturday from the Verdun Arena in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get my list out. All right. Let's get into this here. As of now, there's 7 matches on the card. And we're going to start with a fatal 4-way match. We have yeah, hold on 1 second. My kid wants to wait till my show starts and want me to do stuff. He's going to have to pause for the calls for just a second.
He ain't tugging that shirt like, hey.
Yeah, he wait till I get on the mic to want to do something. But we have Zaya Brookside, Giselle Shaw, Tasha Steele, and Fabi Apache.
So, is this girl like Tatanka, the female version of Tatanka?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it. Hold on 1 second. All right, we back. Y'all forgive me. See, that's the perks of having kids, and we don't edit around here. We just go with it.
Yeah.
We just roll with it. But Fabi Apache, she's actually...
Just hearing that name, I'm thinking she's like Native American.
Yeah, she's known for her time in AAA Worldwide.
Okay.
But there's no... I was trying to see if there was any reward for this, but nope. This is a straight fatal 4-way match.
All right.
But the way they pushing her right now, I gotta go with Giselle Shaw.
Yeah, they got the documentary. Now they have, it will make sense. First she got her documentary, and
she's doing this thing with Gail Kim.
With Gail Kim, right?
I'm now she's the quintessential knockout. She's not the quintessential diva.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to this baby face thing.
Oh man.
I like she was a damn good heel.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to this baby face Giselle Shaw. But we've talked about that before. How long is it gonna last before she turns on Gail Kim?
Like I knew it, yeah.
I just want to see when it's gonna happen. Cause she said she wants to wrestle her. Gail Kim looks like she could still go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's somebody I gotta give credit to. Cause she know one thing she know after what WWE did her. She always knew she had a home.
Right. But now I believe now that since they got the working relationship, I think she changed her mind a little bit. I think it was because of the Vince era. Right. See, now they under the Triple H era now. Yeah,
they about to right a lot of wrongs.
There's a lot of wrongs to be right.
The first thing they need to do is put her in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I agree. That's the first thing they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I'm gonna skip that one. So I'm gonna start back up. We have the TNA X Division Championship. We have Speedball Mike Bailey with Trent Seven against the champ. Believe on one of the best runs he's ever been on. Mustafa Ali with my man Champagne Singh.
Also, he got Champagne Singh with him.
Yep, he got Champagne Singh with him.
Okay,
like his right
that's
hand,
good.
Like his right hand man.
Okay, that's great.
Yep, you got Champagne. See, now if you've been following Impact, you know Ali kind of got exposed
a
little bit. See, all this shaking hands and kissing babies, wasn't
Yeah.
what we thought. And
Mhm.
we saw a side of Mustafa that I figured at some point was gonna happen. So I think it's time. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's in Mike Bailey's backyard,
Mhm.
and I will say, Mustafa Ali has put some respect on that X Division title. So I think it's time he can go ahead on and drop it.
Yeah.
Cause I'm curious. To know what his contract is all about. I mean, what was the length of his contract? Where is he gonna go after that? Cause he's all over the place.
Oh man.
He's
Yeah.
hitting any promotion, going overseas and competing. He's a busy man.
Yeah. And I'm happy for him, man. He deserves it.
Like I said, nice guy to meet in person.
Yeah.
I mean, real nice guy to meet in person. And he's one of those guys I feel that, you know, could feel it when somebody say, I'm a fan of yours, appreciate what you do. I think he really feels that.
Right.
Cause you can tell, like, I give you an example, like when I met Lex Luger. When I met Lex Luger in Jackson, Tennessee, and I followed Luger for years.
Oh yeah.
Even in the Florida days when he wore the half shirt.
Oh yeah.
Before
I
he
remember those days.
Before he even came to the NWA. When he had that thick beard.
Yeah, that was the Florida Luger.
Yeah, that's the Florida Luger. That's how long I've been
Florida Luger. Yeah.
Championship wrestling from Florida Luger.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw him, because I saw him, of course, he's not the total package. He's in a wheelchair. But when I met him, it's like I told him. I said, I know you hear this all the time, but I'm one of your biggest fans, which I am. I said I've always wanted to meet you, and you could just feel, that they really appreciate that. Cause you tell that to some people, they be like, I hear it all the time. They don't appreciate when a fan tells them that.
Right, I'm the same way. I've been a fan of Lex Luger. Exactly.
I told him, I said I've been following your career. I appreciate what you do. I always wanted to meet you. I mean that was a true statement. So when I found out Lex Luger was going to Jackson, of course I'm gonna take a picture with him.
Right.
He had his WCW title with him.
The black.
Yeah, I call it the Ron Simmons belt. That's what I call, even though Luger won first, but
right, Ron. Yeah, we called it because Ron Simmons made history with it. But
we call it the Simmons title, but
right.
He had that with him. I could tell he felt it.
Yeah.
And like I said, same go with Ali, but I think it's time. Speed barely been fighting for the longest to get this shot. He didn't have the opportunities, couldn't get it done. But I think it's time now. Cause we've seen Mike Bailey live. That dude can go.
He can go, yeah.
I mean, he's won.
That speedball, he's quick, yeah.
I mean, he's won it before. He's a former X Division champion.
Yeah.
But I think it's time. And to do it in your backyard will make it even sweeter.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We got the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team title match. There's actually the rematch. We got Militia, the Militia, that's how they say it, which is Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich.
Right.
Against Spitfire, Danny Luna, and Jody Threat. I gotta say this. I'm not impressed with the Militia's run.
You're not?
Alicia Edwards has no business being a TNA Knockout champion. None. She needs to. I know she wrestles. I know she's wrestled a lot of places. But you're better being.
You think she needs to just be a tag team?
No, she just needs to stick to being a valet. Being a manager.
Oh, okay.
She needs to, and if you're gonna wrestle, fine, but you don't need a championship. So I don't know if they did that because Killer Kelly's out, and they just want to put a title back on Slamovich. But I'm not feeling it. But I'm not feeling it. So again, I think Spitfire, when they were more They were seeing more. They showed more energy. Because, the Alicia Edwards Model Slamming thing was kind of just, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your kind of thing. That pretty much what it was. He's not a member of the system.
Yeah.
So it would make better sense to put it on the legit tag team. So I think Spitfire, I think they're going to win them back. Now, this match, this is the match. I don't know why I want to see it as much as I do, but there's a story behind it. You have the TNA Digital Media Championship and the Canadian International Heavyweight Championship on the line.
Yes. It's a lot, yeah.
Which is, both of those titles are held by AJ Francis. And he's gonna
I didn't know we did.
And he's gonna go one-on-one with PCO.
Okay.
Now the story behind this Canadian Heavyweight Championship, apparently we legitimately won that championship. It said on the June 27th episode of Impact, Francis became the owner of the Canadian International Heavyweight Championship, a title that had been promoted in Canada for many years and had been retired since 1987, but revived in TNA. As the new owner of the title, Francis declared himself as the new champion, making him a W champion in the process. Now this is storyline, babe, but he's getting hella heat for it. The fans ain't feeling this at all. Because he already could see again. And I tell everybody, WWE is not your end all be all.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, they made jokes.
We always mention, man. Look at this. Look at Matt Cardona.
They made jokes about him when he was top down in WWE. As soon as he left, he's everywhere. Memphis done seen him a few times. He done came here.
Jarrell. And he defended the digital media championship.
And defended the title.
He did.
And sometimes it just take getting the handcuffs taken off you and be able to beat you. And they watching. They watching.
Right.
Now the question is, will they pull the trigger? Because I'm kind of on the fence on this one. Will they pull the trigger and let the Canadian win?
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, AJ can still be the digital media champion.
Yeah, because remember, there's both belts on the line on this one.
Oh, yeah.
He's putting them both. He's putting them both up. Will they pull the trigger?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So man,
that's a tough one there. That's
about this one.
Yeah.
But you know what? But just because it's Canada, and only because it's PCO, I'm gonna go with PCO. I see a title change. I think he's gonna be that Canadian International Heavyweight Champion. Once he win it, it's gone. But I think he's gonna be a transitional digital media champion.
So you think he'll get it back, AJ Francis, if he do lose?
That I don't know. If I don't know who he's gonna lose it to, but I could definitely see PCO being a transitional champion. They probably just want to kind of end this Canadian international blah 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 story. So why not let the Canadian do it?
Yeah.
Let's see. We have the TNA World Tag Team title match. We have the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards versus the former champs, the ABC. Another one I'm on the fence.
Now the System been hot though. The System been hot.
The System have been hot, and now they have the assistance of. Well, he ain't Dirty Dango no more.
Yeah.
Johnny Dango Curtis.
Johnny Dango, yeah. Johnny Dango Curtis. Yeah.
Which I think is going to play a factor in this.
And don't he always don't he always play a factor in all these years?
Yeah, so that's going to answer my question. I think the system is going to retain in this match. It's going to be a hell of a match, though.
Yeah.
Because the ABC, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but once they kind of cut loose from the Bullet Club, they kind of just kind of started rocking on their own. I don't know, just feel different. I mean, they can still go, still have great matches, but I think they just.
I see NXT appearance in their future too.
Thank you. That's just where I was going with it.
That's
exactly where I was going. So that's what I think. That's where they need to go. Probably get a little bit more momentum back.
You know, the tag team, and probably going up against the D'Angelo family, or something like that, or Idris Enoch and Malik Blade,
there you go.
Those types, or Gallus or whatever, Yeah.
You already see where my head was at. So I think they're probably gonna be next on that list to go there.
Yeah.
We have the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Jordan Grace defending against Ash by Elegance. I'm gonna let you start.
You know what? I think it's time. Man. I think she need to get that.
So you see a title change?
I think I see one. Something telling me that. I know Jordan Grace been the knockout. I know the WWE, the WWE momentum, the TNA thing. She defended that championship doing the open challenges with it. It's just something telling me that she may win that. Something just telling me that. It's just a gut feeling.
Gonna be a whole lot of cheating. If she gets beat, it's gonna be some cheating.
There's no question.
I think somebody is going to help Ash by Elegance out. I think somebody other than her personal assistant, her personal concierge.
Oh yeah, concierge, right? And I believe there's gonna be an NXT star showing up on that show. Who? I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised Roxanne Perez show up and do it and screw her.
Yeah.
Even though Roxanne beat her, I would not be surprised.
She just want to dig the knife further, Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you on that.
It's just a gut feeling. That yeah. I mean, something just telling me that.
I mean, because Jordan Grayson beat everybody.
Yeah.
You pretty much went through the roster. Put it on a hill. I know Jordan. I'm sorry. I know Ash by Elegance won a championship overseas. Her and Nick Nemeth. They won titles in the same company.
And also see it can get her back to NXT.
Yeah.
That's a good slick way to get back there.
And she can go back and talk about what wasn't done when she was there. Now look at me.
Right. And this is her best run. No doubt about it.
Yes. I mean, I definitely like it. And she's actually wrestling. She ain't doing none of this, this comedy stuff. We actually can see what she can do.
Right.
Because we didn't see none of this in WWE. I'm sorry. I don't know nobody say. Because I knew she had it in her. They probably knew she had it. They just didn't know what to do with her. She was in a position when had too many people that was above her, and she never was gonna skip that line.
Right.
Then we got the main event. a 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship. We have Moose defending against Josh Alexander, Steve Macklin, Nick Nemeth, Frankie Kazarian, and Joe Hendry. Who you got?
Oh man, that is a tough one there. That's some star-studded men right there.
Yes.
That's a tough one. I'm dead serious. I mean, anybody can win that.
Exactly. And no, I'm gonna stick with Moose. I think Moose right now, this is his company. He's the face of TNA Rep right now. Now, if this was like a King of the Mountain or something like that, I would have thought different. But this is an elimination match. He don't have to. Other people could do the work and clean people out.
Right.
Then he could tear up shop.
And another thing, do I think we may smell a over-Finley appearance?
I might do you one better. I smell an AJ Styles appearance.
Okay.
I smell an AJ. I smell. This will be the perfect time, and they could set this up for Bound for Glory.
Okay.
Because Bound for Glory is what?
Yeah.
September, October-ish, maybe?
Right, October-ish, yeah. Around there, maybe October, somewhere around there.
They can set it up for that, because that's their, that's their big show. That's like their mania or whatever. Bound for Glory.
Right, yeah. Yeah, see, the reason I mentioned over is because now Moose is now pushing the issue now. He tweeted. He said, my Nigerian brother, how about me and you? He's pushing it. He said, call your boss. He said, call Sean and set it up. That's what Moose said.
He might show up. Because they said, they've been arguing, that said, we're going to get a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
So that's all I need to hear. So that means people can come back. We might get some NXT folks. I want to see AJ Styles.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was there.
They should put him in the Hall of Fame.
Because he just wrestled in Japan.
Yes.
That was it. Think about that, y'all. Io Sky did too.
And both them matches. If you haven't seen those matches, go look them up. Both of them were good.
Because I believe that Io was more surprised than any. Triple H like, yeah, go to Japan. She's like, what? Really? I know AJ wasn't that surprised, but I think Io was kind of like, what?
And both of them killed it. Both the matches were good.
Yeah. That was amazing. See, that lets you know there's change there.
Oh yeah, lots of it.
Like, okay, go ahead. Yeah, you want to go to Japan? Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Because we've said this. We've said this. This will never happen if Vince McMahon was still running things.
Right.
All this we've seen, and especially the way they doing Joe Hendry, you'll see his face pop up in places, and you got people saying, don't say his name. You say his name, he popped up.
And they need to capitalize on that. I'm telling you, this will be. Think about this scenario. I'm going to put on my Booker hat.
Okay.
Okay. Triple H, he does a press conference. He does that every PLE when it's over. And he somebody asks him a question about NXT. What do you think? How you think Sean's doing over there at NXT or whatever? Triple H, I think Sean's doing great. He got, we partnered up with TNA. We're, getting these guys here, and they're putting on great matches. And one name in particular, I've seen this Joe Hendry guy, and then say his name, and he appears right as he talking. And Triple H like, what is going on?
That's how you
Like anytime somebody say his name, that music needs to start.
Well, see, that's how you know you over.
And
That's how
he
you know.
just interrupt Triple H. Yeah.
That's how you know you over. Cause you know that's when you deal with, that's a risk you taking. But see, they know who to pull and who not to pull. They know who to bring in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It just would have been something if Elias was still in WWE.
Now him and Elias would be. Oh God! Just think about that.
I would have loved to see that.
Elias and the Joe Hendry confrontation.
Yes. Musically.
Musically, yeah.
You know they'll be.
Elias could probably play it like you play the guitar, or whatever. Yeah.
Because Elias will do the live concerts. Joe Hendry will do the video.
Mm-hmm. That'll be hilarious. Yeah.
So definitely can't wait to see that. But that's what we got right now as far as Slammiversary go here on the 200th episode. I'm not gonna try to make this show as long. Simply because I'm tired. Had a long day.
Yeah, same here, man. The heat, let me tell y'all, this heat is ridiculous.
And as you saw,
that way in my situation, it is.
As you saw early in the show, you know, when you have kids and they don't want you to work, you got to move and move differently.
Yeah, because I was about to say,
like I said,
you may have to.
Like I said, we don't edit. We just keep the party going. They'll let you know what time it is. Let you know how real we are. We let know we got real life just like y'all do.
Right. And the way they been called, look like you better go over there and attend to him.
Oh no, he gone now. He ain't gone. He gone.
Oh, he gone.
He just need me to cut the light on in the hallway, even though he can reach it himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was like I said earlier. Appreciate James Ellsworth, Red Velvet, and Aiden English doing those cameos for the kiddo. Gotta get ready for this weekend because gotta go to Dave & Buster's and spend more money.
Boy, you talk about the kids' paradise.
Yes, and now they got that new NBA superstars in there.
Yeah.
Which is NBA Jam on steroids.
Oh man, yes.
It's nice. It's nice.
I mean, it's just like what we were when we was kids, man. The arcade was something serious. That was our playground, so to speak. I mean, I can see why.
No doubt about it. But before we roll out, anything you want to tell the folks?
Yeah, I just want to say this real quick, man. Leave Bronny James alone, please. Just stop it. I mean, the Bronny James criticism has gone too far now. It just irritates me. Every time I see this story, it's something about Bronny and somebody else talking about his game.
And you know what's funny about that? All these people that saying he's not pro ready need to go. And most of these folks that's saying that's in the NBA, they didn't have good, strong summer league stats neither.
Right.
It's summer league. He had his last game. He had a decent game. Finally made a couple threes. He had 12 points. I believe that's what it was. It's a process.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a process. Let the boy grow. And the say is coming from our own people.
Yeah,
we just want people to fail. That's kind of sad.
Right, and the only person that pretty much praising him right now is Jaylen Brown. Because Jaylen Brown, I want to see him develop, and I mean he's on the right start. He getting his foot in there.
One side
leave this boy alone.
On one side he said he didn't look pro ready.
But now, he was like.
But that's the point of learning. You can't learn if you're not out there playing.
Right, because y'all got to understand, y'all wasn't like that when y'all started. Don't forget where you came from.
I mean, because you didn't get, most of y'all didn't come into the league scoring 25, 30 a game. Look at Giannis. It took Giannis a minute.
Yeah, it took Giannis a good minute, yeah.
Wasn't the Giannis that came into the league. That's a fact. A lot of these players, when you start out, some people start out, some people don't. Everybody develops different, but as far as us as black folks, we need to chill with that. Yeah. I'm saying he gonna fail, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. If he fail, let him do that on his own. Who are you to try to knock him down? Then you worrying about the fact he getting $7-8 million off that contract. To NBA, that's nothing in NBA money.
No. That's the veterans minimum at least.
That's for a rookie contract. That ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
You right? About $7-8 million. He probably ain't even gonna touch.
Right. When you got these guys getting these 5-year, $130-something million contracts.
I mean, you worrying about a 50 whatever pick in a second round. That's what y'all worrying about. Yeah, he's gonna get attention. But you know what
y'all have to.
He gonna get attention because of who his dad is. He gotta leave because of who his dad is. Okay, now what?
Right. I mean, the picks don't matter. Just like y'all. So you mean like Tom Brady? He was picked way down, and look at him, 7-time Super Bowl champion. Picks don't matter.
Shannon Sharp was a late pick. Now he's Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer.
Right.
That's just 2 off the bat.
So that means so you're telling me that the first round is important. There's a lot of first rounders that didn't make it.
All day, every day. So
I can throw Greg Oden's name out there. Yeah.
And we got guys that's been in the league for years.
Mm-hmm.
I use Kwame Brown as an example. He been in the league for years. What'd he do? He did what, 12, 13 years in the league? He was the number 1 pick. What'd he do? He made a lot of money, yes. Was he productive? No.
Right.
People call him a bust. But he still made it over 10 years in the league and made over $100 million.
Right.
So he made his money. See, everybody rolls different.
Yeah.
So and then the fact that y'all want about a 19-year-old kid. Keyword, kid.
They want him to be LeBron. You know, that's what they're.
And who's to say he won't?
Come on.
Who's to say he won't?
He won't be. They call development. Yes.
Who's to say he won't? I mean, he got his dad in his life. Y'all had a problem. Yeah, y'all had a problem with LeVar Ball being there for his kid, saying his kid was gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean Lonzo
can't stay healthy. LiAngelo just can't play. He wasn't good enough for him. He got cut once he signed with him. He got cut. I think LiAngelo is an all-star. I mean, when he's healthy, he out there hooping.
Mm-hmm.
So he was out of the 3. He was
LiAngelo was the best one.
LiAngelo was the best out of LaMelo. I'm gonna say LaMelo was the best out of the 3.
Yeah, LaMelo was with Charlotte. Yeah,
he became the best out of the 3. But his kids he got his kids to the NBA. And y'all
like you said, Lonzo can't stay healthy.
Y'all knocked him for praising his kids. Y'all not gonna bomb for getting his kid in the league. Y'all need to stop. Seriously.
Nepotism is gonna
I wouldn't even call it
be
nepotism.
always.
I wouldn't even call it nepotism. I'm calling doing what you need to do to get your kids secured.
Yeah.
So by that logic, look at the Jones family, Jerry Jones people. His whole damn family run the Cowboys.
Yep, Stephen Jones. I think he's the president. No, he ain't president. He just like to.
That whole family doing the Cowboys. That's what you're supposed to do. And people say, well, it's different. No, it's not.
How's
One
that different?
one plays one play got his son in the league. One owns the team, put his family in the mix. No difference.
Yep.
There's one owns, one plays.
Yep. And for another example, like Genie Bus. Dr. Jerry Bus was the owner, now Genie owns them.
Thank you. Nobody say nothing about
So,
that.
right. He put his daughter in there.
Phil, how you think Phil Jackson got that job with LA?
Mm-hmm.
Granted,
That's a man. That was a man at the time.
Granted,
Yeah.
he was one of the bad coaches out there, but he was messing with Jeannie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they still together, but at that time they were. He bought her
I don't
dude
think
in.
they are. Yeah. But yeah.
But nobody said nothing about that. If any MJ kids would have came out and actually was good.
Yeah, see, they ain't say nothing about them. See, now,
well, Jordan kids never made it to the league. None of his kids made it to the league, but I know the one that played with Central Florida, he was not good. But let's just say he had stats.
They're in Bronny's situation.
He was in Bronny's situation. You think Jordan wouldn't have got him in the league? At least got him drafted? If he had them same points, average the 4 points like Bronny did. Same thing, same situation. You think Jordan wouldn't have got him in the league if he wanted him in there? And said, he said, I want to play with my son, even if he was with the Wizards. His last year, he said, I want to play with my son. You think that wouldn't have happened?
Right.
And who gonna argue it? So folks need to chill with that.
Right. Folks forget, man. They do.
Let them do them. If he succeeds, great. If he needs more progress, let him progress. He's only 19. He got a lot of time.
He got his whole career ahead of him, right?
And when his dad retires, guess what he's gonna have in his corner?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's definitely
gonna be in his corner.
That's definitely folks just need to chill with that. I mean, you complain about kids not having fathers in their life. You ain't got a father in his life, and he's doing a little bit more than most, and you still ain't satisfied.
You still ain't satisfied.
Yeah, I got my dad still in my life. I'm 45. You got your dad in your life.
Yeah. That thing you always say, like my mother said, you never stop being a parent.
Right. But you.
Okay, how old you are?
No matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, we about to go and get up out of here.
Yeah.
Like I said, appreciate y'all rocking with us for the 200 episode. Like I said, a couple of weeks we gonna hit that anniversary show. But in the meantime, in between time, continue to support Best Superman TV right here on YouTube and all other social media platforms. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. And with that said, it's bedtime. Y'all be safe. We out.
Peace.